Good morning, and welcome to Good Morning Success with Nicole and
Demario.
Happy Monday, my friends, family, and just wonderful people on Facebook.
People I don't know.
But that's okay, because we know you in love, we know you in spirit. Listen, Good Morning Success is a daily talk show for the driven. So it's inspiration for the driven, right, honey?
Mm-hmm.
And if you are new to us, then sit back, relax, grab your coffee, also grab your pen and paper. Even though the platform is primarily a business focus, this could be anyone. This could be a college student. This could be a working professional on their way to work. And certainly this could be an entrepreneur, a professional of any sort. So welcome again to Good Morning Success. Women, we hope that you've had a wonderful Mother's Day. I know I did. Can I talk about really quick, honey, the great time that you ensured that I had on this Mother's Day, you and the children?
Sure.
Good morning, Terry. Welcome to Good Morning Success. So I was talking about Mother's Day, and I was talking about what a great time I had. I feel like we celebrated the whole weekend. I feel like you were adamant about making sure that I did not work, because somebody is a workaholic. This guy, he was just work. And so we had to make sure that I didn't do too much work. And I think we went to go see a stage play on, was it Saturday night?
Yes.
We saw a stage play Saturday night. We went out to dinner. That was fun. And then that morning, I cooked a big breakfast. You and I cooked it together. And what did we have? We had waffles.
Chicken.
Fried chicken.
Eggs.
Good morning, Peter.
Hash browns. Honey biscuits.
Yeah. So we said the hash browns, honey biscuits.
Eggs.
Yeah, we just went all out.
Just a whole bunch.
The whole orange juice. All the kids were around, and we, well, you served my plate, so it was wonderful. But anyway, hey, good morning. So we had I had a great Mother's Day thanks to Demario, and then it was topped off with being serenaded. In case y'all don't know, this guy is just a master at every single instrument he picks up. He is an avid guitar player, one of the best in this region, and I'm also his #1 fan, so I got that. Anyway, though, so I had a great Mother's Day. So thank you guys who also wished me a happy Mother's Day. Demario had me definitely taken care of. So let's talk about business. At this show, what we always do, thanks for the love. On our show, what do we always do? We start with talking about what, honey?
What we got going on today?
Okay, do you want to start with what we have going on today?
Watch this. I don't throw it on you today.
Okay.
I did it all last week. So, what do we have going on today? What's on our agenda?
What's on our agenda? And also, while we talk about what's on our agenda, you guys should be typing in what's on your agenda. We want to know what you're doing to head to success today. This is Good Morning Success. Peter, what's your game plan for today? Terry, what's on your agenda today? And Terry, how did that assessment go last week? Peter, how did those conversations go with those stakeholders and those investors? While you guys are typing that, we're going to talk about what's on our agenda. So our agenda starts off with Cat Corchado. We've got a 10 o'clock. We might want to double check that.
Yes,
it's 10 o'clock. We have a 10 o'clock meeting with our client, Cat Corchado, who's doing amazing things in the veteran community. She is a former veteran herself, as is Demario. And Cat Corchado has a fabulous idea that we're so excited to help grow. It's called Welcome Veteran. And the Welcome Veteran Project is something that's going to go city to city. And it's geared towards helping the veteran thrive in their first 30 days of transition. So we got the logo together. We're getting the tagline underway today. We're going to get the game plan nailed down and start to put some dates in place for launching it. And really talking about strategically how we're going to grow it from city to city. And one thing, and Cat's not the only one thing with a lot of the grow getters, I have to get them used to knowing that you can't grow it nationwide by yourself, right? You're going to need partners. So we're going to talk about how to utilize strategic partners to help grow this mission. So we're super excited. But after that, there's one more thing. There's some internal work that you and I need to work on. There's something that is called a one-pager. And I don't know if you guys are familiar. They use it a lot in corporate. We have several one-pagers to turn out as we promote our own product, which is What's Your Secret Sauce. Make sure you go to www.what'syoursecretsauce.com. But even though you guys know what a one-pager is, there's something specifically I want to talk about that should be on everyone's one-pager that a lot of people don't do. Are you all familiar with a cost benefits analysis? Yes, no, yes, no. If so, and I was going to tell you over the weekend, I actually sent you an email. So this is bad. When you work all weekend up here and you're supposed to be chilling, all right, Terry, cool. But when you work all weekend and your partner is wanting you to relax, you can't be seen working. So you have to pick up your phone and send a quick email like, let's talk about this on Monday. So I sent you an email letting you know that on all of our one-pagers, we needed to go back and make sure that we had the cost-benefit analysis. The cost-benefit analysis is when you say, here's how much it costs, but here's the benefit that will come to you. And usually you want that to be a monetary benefit. So for example, can I give an example and then be quiet? Is that cool? Because someone said I talk a lot. But on the cost-benefit analysis, one of the things that you should do, for example, if you say that this is a great product for emerging college graduates to get into the job market, which is one of the things that we'll be showcasing in our product, then you have to say, if it's going to be that we help them to stay ahead of the curve, right? Then we're going to also say 10% faster acquisition, more than someone who starts at their level and doesn't take our product. So a cost-benefit analysis is not just you saying, hey, this is great. Hey, Jody, good morning. But a cost-benefit analysis, entrepreneurs and business owners, is something that you need to indicate the value in monetary terms. So am I going to help them get the job faster? How much faster? 10 times faster? 15 times faster? Will they make more money? But probably so, right? Because we're going to teach them how to negotiate with the What's Your Secret sauce. But anyway, you get my drift. So take your products line item by line item or package and program by program and provide in the marketing the cost benefit analysis, but you want to summarize that as a marketing blurb. So that's something that we're going to be working on today as well. And then we have a proposal. We have a proposal, digital marketing proposal for 18 months. We won't say who, but right? So
yes, and y'all caught that. She said she sent me an email this weekend.
I get in so much trouble.
And guess what? I haven't read it. I didn't even know. So what that tells you?
That tells you that I'm working and
I
you're
didn't even check my email.
You're relaxing.
I didn't even check. She sent me an email. How about that?
All right, so Terry
sitting right beside me.
Hey, because I'm not supposed to be working on the weekends. So
that's like calling somebody upstairs.
No, it's not.
Hello?
No.
You in the bathroom upstairs?
No, I said let's discuss this on Monday, that cost-benefit analysis. So Terry says brainstorming. We'll need to talk more when we meet. Of course, Terry. That's the reason why we have those built-in business strategy sessions each month, because as you learn more and as you know more, you and I will be adjusting and figuring and tweaking the master plan according to what you learn. So I cannot wait to talk with you. I have some great ideas, and I have some people for you to meet also, Terry. Peter, updating team, closing out old business, set weekly goals. That's awesome. Well, here's a question. And we have the same question. This is why I'm asking you guys. Do you find it more effective to set those business goals on Friday, or do you find it more effective to set those business goals on Monday? Remember, you and I was trying to do like a Friday touch point. By the way, when you are a couplepreneur and it's Friday and you're all like hugged up and you're ready to end the day, it's kind of hard on a Friday to focus on business goals for next week. But what do y'all do? Do y'all like doing the week's business goals before that week comes in, like on a Friday? Or do you like waiting till Monday? Hi, Louis Jones. Good morning today. Welcome to Good Morning Success. We're so happy to have you. Jody, you've been silent. I'm just curious. What's on your agenda today, Jody? Anything? Any questions? What are you trying to get accomplished? Maybe someone on the Good Morning Success show can help you. So anyway, and Lewis says, oh, precedence. Awesome, Lewis. Thank you for joining us. Demario, what do you think? What's more effective for us to do the business goals on Friday or on Monday? What's your take?
I really think that Tuesday is the best day to do the
Tuesday,
goal.
like after the week starts?
Tuesday.
Why do you think that's the best day, honey?
Friday, you're closing out. You're not really thinking about it. You may have not even met your goals for that week, so you're thinking about that.
So you're carrying over.
Then Monday, you're waking up, you got that little panic thing going on. Oh, I got to get to. By Tuesday, you kind of balanced out to know where you need to go and know where you have left off at.
Honey.
See, I'm telling you, Tuesday. See, the thing about it, who said that you have... We do this. We write the rules. Who said that you got to start it on Monday?
Well, what Peter started on Monday. I agree with
Sunday
Monday.
night.
Well, no.
You can do it Saturday afternoon. But if you do it on Tuesday, you will be more productive.
I disagree. I love you, but you know I disagree. Okay, so first, may I say why?
Go ahead.
Okay, this happens all the time, so nobody panic. Like this, if you stay around us, we're always debating. So Friday, I agree with you. I think Friday, the problem with trying to set next week's goals on Friday, although in theory it sounds good, is that most people are checked out on Friday, right? Would you agree? Most people are ready for the next week.
Salons are not open on Monday.
Oh, wait, you just stole my thunder. This is what I was just getting ready to say.
That's what I was thinking.
You was thinking. So here's the deal. Monday is a perfect day. However, do not take Monday and make it a productivity day where you are operating, right? If you can, make Monday a planning day. And see, a lot of entrepreneurs, and I'm going to talk about it. Can I talk about it?
Go ahead.
A lot of entrepreneurs feel like they are only working or providing a service when they're providing a service, and they're not looking at the fact that there's some internal prep work that needs to happen. You shouldn't be always working in the business. You should be working on the business. Working in the business is your servicing piece, right? When you're servicing your client. Working on the business is when you block off time, you go heads down, and you start to create your forms, your marketing material, your intake processes. That's working in the business. Mondays and Fridays, I found, are great days to take no client appointments. I won't be working in my business. I'll be working on my business. And so when you have that sort of setup on a Monday, a team goal or that sort of weekly touch point is great for a Monday because you're already in planning mode. So Terry says Mondays and then Fridays is time to engage the work-life balance. Yeah, I would agree with that, Terry. I like Mondays and Fridays as holding days, like planning days. But heck, if I don't have nothing to plan on that Friday, then we're going on vacation early, right? So I know people who won't even take clients on Mondays through Fridays. Listen, doctors do it. Dentist's office do it. You have the right to do it. So Peter, you and I, we're on the same page. I think Mondays is good. Hey, Michael, good morning. Now, does anyone agree with Demario that Tuesdays are good? Because it does, you know, it's to each his own. I personally think you're behind the curveball if you wait until Tuesday, because I feel like Tuesday is a production day. What?
Let me tell you something. Entrepreneurs.
Tell me, honey. Tell me.
Tuesdays. You know why?
Why, babe?
Friday, you was waiting because it was Friday. You know, you was starting your weekend. The weekend, you just spent doing everything with everybody, you know, you got your kids, whatever the case may be, whatever your little side thing is doing. Monday is that quiet. So now you can breathe a minute because really you worked on your second job, which is your family. Okay. Over the weekend. So Monday you can relax because there's no kids around. It's back to the thing. Tuesday you can really get into what you got going on. Y'all listen. I'm telling you, men, it was Mother's Day yesterday. Oh, well, you can't tell me that you woke up thinking about goals today. You was thinking about, okay, was she good? Was she not good? Okay, cool.
Was she good? You mean was she happy?
Yeah, like, was she good? Was she good? They know the terminology.
I don't know. Somebody might be like, oh, I don't know. Listen, Tuesday will be contingent upon what is happening. Okay, so it sounds like Terry is kind of saying he's agreeing with you, but it's based on some contingency.
It really depends on how productive you would be during the week. If you can
Michael.
If you can set it on Tuesday and be done by Thursday, you are doing it. Okay. So we're not even going to get into that because, see, what I was doing was saying that you don't want to take up all 5 days of the week trying to work something out.
No, but you shouldn't take up 5 days if you're doing it right. Michael, what day do you set your goals? Do you set the week's goals on the Friday ahead of time or on the Monday the next week? On the Monday. Michael, let us know.
I'm going to end it with this and we're going to move on.
We're going to move on. Okay,
It just depends on what goals you're setting.
I was focused on goals on Mother's Day. Oh, you know what, Terry?
It just depends on what goal.
Terry tried to tell me I was focused on goals on Mother's Day.
But I hope the goal was actually doing something with a mother, because that's what it was.
I think that's maybe what he's saying.
Yeah, he was trying to be funny.
Listen, so do you guys have a cost benefits analysis in your marketing? And let me be very, very clear. The cost benefits analysis is the actual workup that you do behind the scene, but the result of it, the final blurbs, is what goes into the marketing. For example, people never want to hear, hey, this will increase your chances for success. Well, increase them by what percentage, right? Increase them versus what? If I don't do what? Versus against who, right? And so those are things you need to spell out in your marketing if you want to be compelling. That's why some of us are marketing, and you might not be getting the response that you want because people are looking for the so what. What's the so what? You know, we say that all the time.
Yeah, you know, it's a thing. I was reading something the other day, and it was from it was some new software that's deal with digital marketing. And it said it would increase your response by 250%.
Good morning, Bill. All right, go ahead.
By 250%.
I will be greeting the people. You keep talking.
Well, you can't be greeting.
Well, if it's okay, Bill is a first timer. Welcome to Good Morning Success, Bill, where we talk about business, daily inspiration for the driven. Continue. You were reading something the other day.
And it said increasing by 250%. I paused for 1 second and said 250%. I'm not the smartest guy in the world.
You are.
But I thought it goes up to 100%. It's like 1%.
Oh, I see
100.
what you're saying.
So nowadays it's starting to
inflate. People are inflating it.
You
for
have
marketing.
to do that. But how that is really not possible.
Well, there are, okay, so only business owners can focus on weekends or Mondays. They got more in the game. Yes, only business owners can focus on weekends or Monday. They got more in the game. Okay, that's a whole, because we always have conversations around business owners and how they spend their time and working professionals and
that's why it was the actual the way it's laid out. It was designed around working professionals. That's why it says weekend.
Right. You're talking about how the world allots the time.
Yes, that's why
there's
you
know what? There's never been an adjustment like for entrepreneurs, which is why he had to come out with that book, The 4-Hour Work Week.
Yes.
You guys read The 4-Hour Work Week. I can't remember at this moment. I know Terry's going to chime in and tell us who it is because he's knower of all when it comes to authors. But yeah, read The 4-Hour Work Week because that was the attempt to adjust the thinking of the entrepreneur to say, hey, all these holidays and bank holidays and things that we got accustomed to taking when we were working, you don't still have to operate that way. You get to create and set your own experience and your own rules. So, yes. But you said something that was so deep. I wanted to go back to that about people inflating. And then Terry said define measurable goals. So I'm going to say this. In your marketing, because you're usually marketing to a niche market, right? In order for you to define measurable goals, right? It's hard to do so in the marketing component. You can define the measurable goals once you start talking about the statement of work because every client will have a different goal. So in your marketing, it's very hard to anticipate what types of measurable goals the world will want, right? Especially when you have a wide niche market of people that you service. So what you have to do before you get to that conversation, Terry, is what you have to do is market in a way where you've done an overarching cost benefits analysis. So for example, if I could use What's Your Secret Sauce, one of the markets that we focus on is candidates. And candidates can be a candidate in 3 different areas. So our candidates section of our marketing will say college grads, right? Candidates, are you looking to enter the job market successfully? Right? If so, What's Your Secret Sauce can help you convert and get that awesome job 10 times faster because we're going to teach you how to negotiate your value, right? So 10 times faster is already the cost benefits analysis that I've done behind the scenes, but to use it in marketing, I have to be general, right? Now, because a college might say, well, we need ours 50 times faster. Well, I can't guarantee those results for everyone. I can at a minimal guarantee 10. Thank you so much. I can at a minimal guarantee 10% increase, right? 10 times faster, but I don't think I can guarantee 50% faster unless I have a relationship with that client and we're willing to put in that type of work. So the measurable goals becomes very, very hard in the marketing component, which is why you have to give a high-level overview of the likelihood of success based on the work you do. So look up cost benefits analysis. It's a real template. It's a real formula, and you can give a cost benefits analysis on a couple of things, on how you decrease the attrition at your company, meaning people dropping out, people leaving early. That could be a huge benefit to a company. Another one could be faster client acquisition, so on and so forth. Yeah, it's a lot. So,
you made me think.
Yeah, go ahead, honey. Go ahead.
You started talking about marketing. I just wanted to throw this plug on because I got a bone to pick on Monday morning.
And this tea is great. Thank you so much for fixing it. He fixes my tea every morning. Continue. I'm so sorry.
I got a bone to pick.
Yes.
Marketing. You said some things and buzzwords in there that just make my ears stand up. Y'all seen them?
Yes, yes.
Marketing. When marketing your company, do you realize that a lot of companies spend up to 6 months testing their brand in the marketplace?
Yes.
They spend up to the upwards of $10,000 and $20,000 testing their brand in the marketplace.
Yes.
As a digital marketer, don't come to me after 30 days.
Oh boy.
Thinking that you're supposed to see something just blowing up. It doesn't matter. You know, you got to look at digital marketers. I'm supporting all the digital marketers out there. So everybody, look at digital marketers like a club promoter.
Okay.
We can actually go out there and tell everybody about your club. We can get them to the door. Some of them just don't come in because they don't like your club.
Ooh, ouch. Okay.
But that doesn't mean that club promoter didn't do his job. But the reason I'm saying that is like when we're talking about expectations and inflation,
and people inflating the information. Yeah,
we have to really think about that. It's like depending on your brand in the marketplace, the timing, the climate,
the season,
what's going on.
Yeah.
People might not react to your brand today like they would react to it later on down the road. So therefore, it's kind of impossible to give people like a will would increase by whatever the case may be. Everybody is hopeful.
But that's why you do the minimal. And see, that my point is what I know I can do is I cannot, like, let's take the college grad scenario. I don't feel comfortable marketing saying we guarantee a 50% faster conversion rate. If you use What's Your Secret Sauce, you will convert and have those jobs faster, college grads. No, 50% is way too high to promise that without some commitment from the party, right? We're aggressively working something. However, 10% is something I can go on record because studies have shown, our data shows that at a minimal, people who are more confident that we teach how to negotiate their value, which is what we do at what'soursecretsauce.com. But anyway, when you teach people how to negotiate their value, especially when they're new out of the game, they don't have any real world experience, we can guarantee at least a 10% faster conversion rate from, confirming or guaranteeing that they will get that job if they're ahead of the curve and someone who's in their same school.
See, they don't like that. Who
doesn't like that?
Just people.
Hi, Cassandra. Good morning.
The reason they don't like that is because it says 10. It sounds like a low number. That's why everybody talking about we'll increase it by 1,000%.
Minimal, but you have to say minimal.
If you really think about it, like it's impossible. Mm-hmm. You only can go up to 100%. 100% is actually doubling what you are currently doing. And we had a conversation about that, and they was like, "Oh, well, that wasn't a lot."
Yeah.
If you can double what you are doing now in a course of 90 days, that is a lot.
Right. Well, that's exactly right. And that is so subjective to time. So what you have to ask, here are the real questions. Y'all better get a pen and paper if you're looking to learn today. This is what you do. When you're having that conversation, and we as the entity are stating our value to the buying party, okay? You have to ask key questions. And so one of the questions I would say is, okay, colleges, how long is it taking your college graduates to get the job? Okay. Okay, Peter, I'm going to come to your question in just a second. But you have to ask the college, how long is it taking you today? They're going to say, well, on average, it takes our college graduates, our recent graduates, about 5 months, let's just say, to secure the job, right? To secure the job that they want, okay? At that point, if you can demonstrate that your product can cut that time in half and get more people the job faster, right, then you can market that. But your data has to show that, and you have to be able to support that. So I would have no problem saying, well, I can cut that time in half by 50%. Right? Let's say it takes 6 months, and I can guarantee that we can help those college grads get the job in 3 months or less. In some cases, 30 days, all by understanding how to market their value, how to state their value, and how to aggregate all that they're worth. We're going to also show them how to negotiate that value. Sometimes it's in a negotiation process where they feel like, well, I have a degree. You're only offering me $30,000 a year, but if they knew how to negotiate their value, which is something we teach. So it's important to ask the right questions. Oh, thank y'all for the love. It's very, very important. But this is why I said to Terry, it's hard to do the SMART goals in the marketing component because the SMART goals takes another conversation. It's always going to depend on what they want, what they're looking for. Remember, where you stand depends on where you sit on anything. You'll always change your stance based on who you're sitting with or who you're sitting in front of when it comes to their results and their goals, right? We can't just you know, it's not a one broad brush. So you have to just do some general things in order to get the word out. But Cassandra, good morning. How are you, darling? We can't wait to see you on the 27th. Peter had a question. Peter said, in today's market, what's the difference between marketing and sales? Most people think marketing is a nice way of saying sales. Oh, it's totally different. Hi, Kim. Good morning. Well, right. Kim said customize. Go ahead. That's you.
You know. And Terry, you hit it on the head too. You said marketing is awareness, sales is transactional. That is true. As a marketer,
very true.
My job is simply to bring awareness to your brand.
Right.
I can't make people buy it.
Right.
You know, I used to sell cars back in the day.
Oh.
You know.
Okay, this is
some
interesting.
Years ago, but someone asked me.
Years ago. No.
Yes.
Go. Okay.
But someone asked me, how do you like selling cars? I said, I don't sell cars. I talk about them a lot. The people decide if they want to buy them.
Oh, wait a minute.
The car sold itself.
Where is the shaker? You are on one today. Say that again. I don't sell cars. I give the information.
Yeah, I talk about them. I just tell you all about the car. You decide if you wanted to buy it. The car sold itself.
I'm getting ready to just
I don't sell nothing.
Tea. Okay.
That's why I went into marketing, because it was more. I love to give you the information about something. You from there, you make it up to you make your own choices what you want to do.
I love what you're saying right now. Okay, so let me put this in terms that we've used before. Okay. So when we are working with a new client here at Grow Getter, Grow Getter has business strategies and marketing strategies. So the reason why people like working with us is you get both. We often tell people that it's like building a house, right? And so I'm going to use your analogy.
Yes.
So it's building the house. We have to get the infrastructure together, which is, right, foundation, infrastructure, the wiring. This is all me, okay? Because if you talk to the average person who's looking for success, they want to start at the finished product.
Yeah.
They want to start at the house, up and beautiful, the lawn perfect, right? And I say, whoa. What I am is I'm going to build your house, right? You better do it. I love Kim. I'm going to tell you about Kim. So Kim is the bomb. Kim is the reason why I was speaking at eWomen a year ago. And she's fabulous. She's amazing. We're going to talk about Kim in just a second.
Great.
But I tell people that I am the person who's going to help you build the foundation so the house doesn't fall, so it's stable. I'm going to help you with the wiring so the lights come on when people come to visit. Right? I'm going to help you with the landscape. I'm going to help you with the entire thing. And in the landscape, we're going to position the landscape in such a way that we're going to build for growth. You may want a garden. Oh, honey, I'm on one today. You might want a garden in a couple of years. You might want some additional trees in a few years. So I'm going to be the one to help you build for growth. Build for the right now. Look, Kim said, build my house, Dawn. You better do it. Right? And so many people want to start at the finished product. So what we do is we're going to build the inside, the part that people don't see at first, the foundation. No one ever sees it, but they stand on it. They rely on it to keep them balanced.
Yeah,
okay?
You can't build nothing on shady
We
foundation.
build the electrical wiring and the landscaping. And let me tell you how deep, let me tell you how underestimated the landscaping is. Do you know that if your house, if the measurements aren't right, even the foundation can't sit right if the landscaping isn't carved out correctly? So we're going to do all of the architecture work, the inside of the house. Then after it's beautiful, right, we're going to then do the marketing. Let me tell you where the marketing starts, if I may, okay? Because to me, the marketing has two components. The marketing is, what will the public see? What is the outside, the brand of your house, right? So let's start with the brand. What color? What type of roof? So now it's what they can see visually, right? The visual aesthetics of the house. Then the other market, the digital marketing component is this piece. Is now that we have this beautiful house that's built, it's sitting in the middle of nowhere. We need to invite people to come over for the housewarming party.
You don't have a driveway to the house.
Right. So now your house is beautiful, and it's only beautiful to me and you because we're the only ones who can see it. But we need to invite people to come over. So how will you invite people to come to a place that they've never been, that they don't even know exists?
Yeah,
right?
We go out and one by one we get the word out and say, hey, we got a nice looking house down here. Drive down this street to see it.
But except of it being one by one, the beauty of digital marketing is it's one to many. It's hundreds, it's thousands at a time that you are inviting. But watch this. So far we've talked about the build and we talked about the marketing. We have not talked about the sales. So check this out. I'm going to throw this in so that we can hit this home run with this scenario. You ready for this? Let's say that the reason why this house is so beautiful is not only is it a housewarming party for a regular person, but you also sell things inside the house. So when people get there and they say, oh my God, this house is so lovely, you are also selling certain contents, right? Maybe you're a designer of some sort. You're selling dresses, you're selling jewelry. So again, we built your infrastructure, right? Demario is going to invite the masses to come through. Now, all he can do is the invitation. He can talk about the anticipation of what it will look like when you get there and what's possible. But ultimately, it's his job to drive them there. They walk through the door and they have to still make a buying decision. They still have to decide to buy. And that's where people get it confused. A lot of people who pay for marketing will say, well, how come my sales didn't, right? So what happens when you had 500 people come to the house, but no one bought? What does that mean?
Is that a marketing thing?
Or is that a product thing?
Ooh.
That's why I said that.
Ooh, you
all
know
right,
what?
So let's look at, Terry says, all right, so somebody, I can't see, it says, I don't sell balance, I just talk about it. That's Kim and how important it is to be intentional about it. Great point. Very, very true, Kim. I love me some Kim. Kim is such a go-getter for real.
But
Terry,
you made a great point.
Yes.
Yeah,
Terry says,
talking about the seed.
He says, inside of every seed is a tree. It must go through a process to become the tree.
We covered that a couple of videos ago.
Yes.
That was actually good.
Absolutely. Okay.
But yes, and so therefore, if 500 people hit your website, visited your store, whatever the case may be, and it was a low conversion or no conversion, you might need to check your infrastructure, your foundation.
Correct.
It's not. Don't blame the marketer. Do not blame the marketer.
No,
do not blame the marketer.
I don't even think it's
Do not
infrastructure.
blame the marketer.
Honey.
I didn't give a word for today.
Okay, give a word.
Marketing.
Okay, that is for sale.
Marketing is the word today. It's for sale on our website. Marketing. I think Friday we sold out of proposals.
Yes.
That word was very popular with a lot
So
of
if you
people,
want to get that, do it again.
Marketing.
It's available.
Marketing.
As a soundbite.
Because everybody needs. You need marketing. We
But-
talked about that on Friday. But anyway, go ahead.
But I'm going to say this, and then we're going to get ready to wrap up for today. To your point, I don't even think it's the infrastructure. Let me tell you something. If you make it possible, right? You made it possible that they need to make it happen. And making it happen sometimes has everything to do with the product. Remember, we did something. Kim said we're perfect together. Yes, this is my darling. I'm sorry, honey. I don't know how to act. You know I don't. But anyway, so in terms of marketing, we did a survey one day and we asked buyers, we asked the business market. We had over 100 answers. We did a survey and said, what goes into you making a final buying decision? Is it A, the quality of the product? Is it B, the price of the product? Is it C, the customer service experience? Or is it D, the ease of purchase? Is it just easy and simple to go to what you want on a website or to purchase it? Is it easily accessible? Do you guys know that overwhelmingly 95% of the people chose D? 95% of the people said it has nothing to do with price. If I want it, I'm gonna get it. It has really nothing to do with customer service. That has an impact, but not enough to make me not buy if I want that thing. And ultimately, it was how easy it was. It was ease of purchase. Is your website simple? Is it easy for me to identify what I want? So this is also a case where you have 500 people that may have visited the website. So your part happened, right? You caused the traffic, but you can't force someone to convert. The higher traffic increases the likelihood of conversion, but you can't promise that based on 500 people visiting the website, 50% of those people will convert. You can't promise that, especially without the data to back it up. Now, if you had 12 months of data, this is a historical data conversation versus not, where you said over 12 months, right? Over 500 people, for every 500 people that hit your site, the data shows that 50% convert. Then that's historical data that you're giving them. Then you can hang your hat on the likelihood of the trend.
Yes.
But if there is no trend, and you do your part,
you have to create it. You have to create it. And this is not a short-term process. This is a long-term process.
Right, it is a long-term process.
Sometimes it has to be flipped, 20 different ways to make
Exactly.
it work. That's what we call A/B testing. Get familiar with the term A/B testing.
Yes.
And also,
good morning, Miss Shawn. This is my cousin. I'm sorry. Welcome to Good Morning Success.
One more thing on to that right there.
Yes, honey.
You gave me a great idea.
Okay.
Here soon, I'm going to throw it out, and I will be doing website analysis for you. I will literally take a look at your website and see if things are positioned in the right place for you to get the highest conversion possible.
Yes. Based on what I just said, that more people will buy.
Yes, because people don't realize with your website there need to be key things in the introduction.
See, Kim got it. A/B testing. Go ahead, Kim.
A/B testing. A/B testing. You can A/B test your social media accounts, the different ones, or ad campaigns, different ad campaigns.
Yes.
You can A/B test in grassroots promotions or marketing as well as digital marketing.
Right.
So that is a great thing.
Right. Awesome. And Terry is dropping more knowledge as always. Terry says alphas understand that growth never occurs when you achieve the goal. Only happens during the process. Very, very true, Terry. We say that all the time. So Peter says, what should be a budget for digital marketing online?
Great question.
You know you just woke this
Great
guy up. Oh,
question.
My
What should be your budget? Your budget is a window.
Okay.
So let's just
We're
imagine
going to be on
like
here
this.
all day with them type of questions.
If $5 got you this much space of awareness, that means $10 will get you that much. But the starting point should always be, honestly, around $500.
As a starting point.
As a starting point in your first 30-day period. Not 100, not 200, $500. And then it really depends on who you're trying to reach, what you're trying to do. A wise person told me one time, in order to compete with the person that you basically identify as your competitor.
Good morning, Lisa.
You must spend over the amount they spent to get in that spot.
But I have to say this. The other thing, so welcome to Good Morning Success. If you're just joining us, what we're talking about is the difference between marketing versus sales. There's a huge difference. There's also, I got to say this real quick. There's also a difference between branding, marketing, and sales. And a lot of people don't know that. There's branding. What will you see? What do I want people to see? What do I want them to experience? Then there's marketing, which is the telling of, getting the word out. And then there's the sales, the conversion, right? The sales is, hey, I just bought it, right? But we teach people not even to go after just the buy. We teach our grow getters to set their business up for buy, invest, refer. What that means is creating a product where people not only buy, but they invest long term, and then they refer their entire network. That's really the sweet spot, because when you're buying, you're what? Buying means trying. Buying means trying. Buying means no guarantee. Buying is the reason why there are tons of business owners out there who have a great month in June, and then July comes and nobody buys. They can't really forecast if people are spot buying. So the goal is to create something and a need for people to buy and invest in that product long term, right? For sustainability, and then to refer their market. As well, supposing you do a great job. So Peter asked a great question. Peter said, what should be the budget or digital marketing online? I personally, honey, think it depends on the goals. I think it's really hard I think a good starting point is what you said, somewhere in the ballpark of 500 to 700 if you're A/B testing over a few months.
That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at, you can't really determine, just to blanket when you start talking about A/B testing,
right,
throwing out, seeing what fish bites, what I like to say. A good roundabout thing is $500 because a lot of that might go into an ad campaign.
A month, but you got, because it's over a month, right?
Oh, yes, and you automatically just know that you need to be going 90 to 180 days. Stop falling for this 30-day turnaround stuff. You're going to be disappointed.
Yeah, you can't really, the only thing you can do in 30 days is change a habit, right? But now you got to create a demand, so that's a different set of time.
You know why I held this up right here?
Why? You got to tell them, honey.
No, because you was talking, I didn't want to interrupt.
Okay, go ahead.
You was talking about buying. Just imagine if you bought this, because it's a nice swiper.
Uh-huh.
And you found out that you got an iPhone.
Oh, lovely.
You don't even know what that meant. But that means if you bought that swiper thing for your credit cards and you got an iPhone
7, like I have,
you find out that you
don't have it. You can't put this in anything. The phone now, it might be for the 7 Plus. You can.
You can't put the little part in there.
No, for mine isn't a 7 Plus.
No, I'm just saying that you can't do it. So you saying, well, what sense did that make? It really didn't make any sense. I just wanted to say something.
Okay. Good morning, Tyrone. Remember Ty, the musician Ty? Good morning. Welcome to Good Morning Success. Terry says, correct me if I'm wrong, the best way to make sales is to a niche market, is to understand how they buy first. Yes. Good morning, Kara.
No.
Wait. I was going to,
I want to debate that one.
You want to debate?
Y'all go ahead and say yes.
Okay, well, wait. Let me restate Terry's question. Jesus.
I was
okay.
looking for a good one this morning.
Well, Terry, this is how I feel about the situation. Too many people get in the marketplace and they just want to sell, and they've done no research. The first thing that I say to everyone is what is not just what is the problem you solve, but what is the biggest problem in your marketplace, right? So for example, I'm going to take Kat because we're going to see Kat at 10 o'clock, and keep me on time here, honey. But with Kat, we love Kat's business. The business we're growing with Kat is the Welcome Veteran Project. You hear us talk about that a lot. The first thing before we ever took on Kat's assignment or her project is I said, Kat, who are you trying to serve? She said, veterans. Great. What is the biggest problem in that market? And guess what? It can't be what Kat thinks it is. It can't even be just Kat's experience. Kat is a veteran. She is qualified to tell us what she thinks that biggest problem is. But it has to be researched. It has to be you going above what you know and going to a place of what are you studying? What's the top 10 list of things that absolutely go wrong when veterans leave the base and they try to come to this civilian world? And since your business is doing it quicker, right, than the VA, let's just say, then we need to know what are things that go wrong immediately. What are all of the things that could a veteran could succumb to the first 30 days? That's the real problem Kat is trying to solve. Not the world's problems, not all 100 problems, but what's the biggest top 10 most grueling problems that Kat is trying to solve that happens to a veteran in the first 30 days. That is really, really when you can figure out the biggest gap in your market and then position yourself against the biggest gap and say, I solved the biggest problem. There are so many people who come to us and they don't even solve a problem. No. And if they do, they solve one or two, but they haven't researched it and they are solving it based on their own experience and not on the masses. And that's what we help people to do better. Go ahead.
Well, I was saying that, the reason I wanted to debate that statement for a second, because I'm not going to take long.
And then we want Kim has given some insight.
And when it comes to today's climate and marketplace and social media and technology,
right,
it's not even a niche market thing. It's an awareness thing.
Okay.
By stats, they say 70 people online trust peer reviews and responses to a certain product, and that gives them a buying decision. So therefore, it's more of a broader thing that you don't know who likes what until you throw it out there.
I agree with you, but I think what you're saying is early. I think when you're early, before you know your market, it's not niche. Right? We've seen this. We've seen people think they had a niche market, and then they started to market too early without the A/B testing to that market, and the response was not at all from the market. They thought it was from someone else. So to your point, I agree with what you're saying, darling. You're saying, especially in the beginning, when you're starting your marketing campaign, it needs to be broad at first, right? It's not what you think. It's kind of wide open and broad. It's broad awareness of who you are and what you do, why you do it, right? And then you start to look at the A/B testing will tell you who's engaging, who's responding to you, right? Where the traffic sources are coming from, correct? And then based on that information, then you're able to start to hone that down to a niche market, correct?
Yes. Because you can sell a bunch of chicken at a hot dog eating contest.
Oh, goodness. I have no, and wait, that's deep. Well, that's deep because Kim, wait.
Y'all just not ready for it. Just be over your head.
This happens
Think
all
about what
day.
what I just said. I said you can sell a bunch of chicken.
Oh gosh.
At a hot dog eating contest.
But that's then about the possibilities. That becomes an opportunity thing, and not like I wouldn't make that my main business model. Let's just say so. I wouldn't make that my main business model. But what Demario just said. Now we talked about this the other day. What Demario is really saying is being able to look at opportunities because so many people are going to be hot dogged out, right?
Kim is the rock star today.
Kim said drop the mic.
I always have one rock star doing the video, and I'm going to nominate Kim.
But Kim, listen, this is what I think this is, though. I agree with that because we talked about this before. You know when we talked about this? Remember we talked about we had a community yard sale. And so watch this, y'all. Everybody was selling items, right? They were selling tangible items, purses and shoes, and you had to do it on the same day. So everybody had everything on the lawn. And it turned into a big walking frenzy. A bunch of people walked and they window shopped, but nobody bought. And I said, you know what the real opportunity was? And this is when seizing the opportunity is important. Seizing the opportunity is important because when you see people are window shopping and they're not buying the clothes and the shoes, then the opportunity was we could have sold lemonade and water and food because people are hungry and tired and thirsty and they want something to eat. And because everyone is focused on selling clothes and shoes, no one is thinking about the opportunity. So to your point, with the hot dog stand, everybody is thinking about the hot dogs, but what about the person who doesn't eat hot dogs?
Yeah, they were just there.
Yeah, they're just there. Or the people who are hot dogged out and they want an option, the opportunity.
That's right.
So I love that. I love that.
And then somebody really just went there, and we're going to stroll back down so we get Kim's other point.
Okay.
But somebody thought about that and said, I'm just going to make chicken hot dogs. But anyway, y'all not ready for that. Chicken hot dog. I'm telling you. Let's go back. Let's see if I can do this.
Okay. People ask, okay, so Kim, you said people ask for blogs, podcasts, one-on-one coaching, everything. How do I narrow down what I offer that will be the most impactful? Ooh, we talk about that all the time. Okay, well, and then, all right, I'm going to answer that real quick, and then we'll go to the other ones. Okay, to TJ's blog. So what I was going to say, Kim, very, very good question. Here's what I tell people. Structure, go into the game understanding what will be your giveaways, right? What will be your, what we call trust triggers? What will be your hush puppies? And when I say hush puppies, you go to a seafood place, they have already determined what you will get for free. When you go to Captain Steve's, right, you can always guarantee that the hush puppies will be free because they don't take a loss with hush puppies. So my question to you, the first thing is I will say is you should always have something that will be your hush puppies, your giveaways. It could be your blogs, right? It could be your podcast. It can be your videos, but you have to structure your menu in a way where there's a giveaway section, and then you structure your menu in a way where there's something that you're selling information. And sometimes, to your point, you don't know what's going to sell the most, what's going to be a good giveaway item versus what's going to sell. So I would say utilize your blogs as your giveaway. And the reason I say that is because your blogs, I'm a fan of multi-purpose, right? If you do a blog a week, that means you have 52 blogs at the end of the year. Honey, you have enough to sell a book. So even if you don't sell the blogs on the front end and they're giveaways, they're the hush puppies, the trust triggers, you could repackage that thing, because I'm all about re-leverage, because business is 80-20, right? 80% re-leverage, 20% new. So you get to the end of the year, you repackage it and you sell them as a holiday gift, right? Kim's 52 tips for life or something like that. So I would use the blogs as the giveaways. The podcast, I think you said, and we're no longer that far up, Kim, so I can't read anymore, but the audios and CDs, those would totally be my low price items, like $9.99 or $7.99 items. My ebooks would be $2.99 or $3.99, and we're set up that way now. We have the ebooks, we have $47 webinars. Now, here's what's cool. When you do a coaching session, and I was going to talk about this. What is the thing I created, babe? Can you hand me the menu thing that I created so they can see what I've been working on? This helps you to position your products and services. Yeah, the circles. If you can, yeah. But anyway, while he's getting that, I just want to talk about this really quick. When you do your coaching packaging, Kim, what you could do is you could have a fee base. Like, so let's say that one of your packages is $1,500 for 6 weeks, right? You want to include, yeah, this is, so let me tell you how anal I am. Don't look at all my writing, but I'm a very process-oriented person. So what I did is I actually put structuring your services by Grow Getter. And this is public speaking, consulting, coaching, training, fulfillment, evaluation. And I actually put, real quick, a definition, because so many people get these terms mixed up. People confuse coaching versus consulting. But anyway, that's a different topic. I'm sorry, you know I could get going. My point is, in your price point, Kim, when you give your coaching package fee price point, include in that your ebooks, your blogs, right? Make that part of your value proposition. So if your price point is $1,500, what you get are 3 sessions with Kim, right? 3 virtual or live sessions with Kim. And I'm going to guide you through this. You're going to get a participant's guide, but above and beyond that, you'll get these 2 webinars, you'll get these 3 blogs, you'll get these 4 ebooks. So use that as leverage and value proposition weight when you're pricing.
Y'all knew she was going to go there, didn't you?
Y'all knew I was going to go there. Y'all know I have so many
she was gonna go
tools,
there. Once
so you can't ask me.
And you know what, Kim? I'll sum it all up. When you're ready to throw that out, you need to make sure you have already purchased our word for today, because you're going to need it.
What is your word for today, babe?
Marketing.
No, Kim.
Marketing.
Kim.
Marketing.
Okay, here's something you can do for free right now. Babe, really?
She wanted.
I know.
Just look at her heart.
Oh, my God. Kim,
I'll do it again.
Don't
Keep
encourage.
going.
No.
Marketing.
No, Kim, please don't.
Marketing.
Listen, you're going to make our viewers all drop. Thanks.
No,
Kim, go to what'sYourSecretSauce.com. Take the free assessment. The assessment is a great way to kind of structure everything you do, and then let's talk from there. You may not even need me after that. Kim is a fan of that soundbite. We're going to have to package it and sell it or give it away. All right, so TJ says, good morning. I found that you've looked at people to read. Okay, good morning. I found that you have to look at what people react to over the years and test that area first. We've seen an incredible success rate when this is taken into account.
Exactly.
So true. So Kim wants the marketing. We're going to have to package that and get it. I
got you. Marketing.
So, but look, I agree, TJ. We were just talking about that you have to look at what the data is saying. But a lot of people want to jump in and sell before there's data. And that's the problem, is you don't really know who wants what you have. You think you go into it knowing, right? And you have an idea, but you have to do a level of A/B testing and use that data. So
stop running to the marketplace. That's my favorite saying. Stop running to the marketplace.
Absolutely.
There's no need to rush.
Right.
Just do what you got to do to get in the position correctly.
That's so deep. Well, the first thing you have to do is you have to be sure that there's a problem. Think about it.
There's a marketplace to go to.
Right, because business is really about solving a problem, providing a solution, right? You can't provide a solution to something that's not a problem. Remember I was telling you about the Shark Tank episode where these two very, very smart gentlemen came out of college, right out of grad school, and created like a little locker. It's almost like it looks like a little box, and they're for cell phones, and you can fit 12 cell phones in there at a time, and it's like a charging station. And what happens is you put your thumbprint there, and a little gate opens for you to get your cell phone out or put your cell phone in and charge it. And supposedly the problem that they were trying to solve is when you're at a bar or when you're at a sports game or somewhere fun, right? And you need to charge your phone dies. So this phone charging station that can fit up to 12 phones at a time was going to be the solution. The problem, and this is deep, not that that's not a problem, but their bigger problem was that there is competition out there already, and their competition is free or low price. These charging stations would have cost retail $1,000. So they would have been free to you, the consumer, but like Carowinds or the amusement parks or the movie theaters would have to invest in these like little machines at $1,000 a pop for just 12 cell phones. So if you have masses of people, how many machines do you have to buy? So the sharks were like, first problem is this fingerprint recognition is very tricky and faulty. You're going to have a lot of pissed off people. That's what she said. A lot of people will be upset because they have to put their fingerprints in plenty of times and it can glitch. That's a problem. First thing. Secondly, there's already these kiosks at the airports that are free, right? Thirdly, people can just go and get a personal charger. You know those little personal things you connect to your phone? Mm-hmm. So you're really overcomplicated. You created an overly elegant solution to something that's already solvable. Ooh, so that's deep. So make sure you're not over solving too.
That is correct.
Yes.
Make sure there's a marketplace to go to, because
absolutely, with a list of problems.
Well, and not all businesses have to solve a problem. Some can just be.
Give me an example, because I don't believe that. I believe every single business solves a problem, provides a solution.
Go on YouTube and look at the two ladies that sell air to China.
Ooh. Wait, but they're not doing well, honey.
They making money.
They're probably out of business now. All right, so TJ says, when you really step into providing the solution to the problem you were created to solve, there's a level of magnetism that will cause those desperate for your answers to find you even before you, let's hit see more, even before you market. Very true.
That is great. And I'm glad you read that, because I was looking at the word magnetism.
But very, very true. And let's close on this note, because we went way longer than we wanted to. But my point is and I don't know if Terry's still watching. I agree with you, Archbishop TJ. It's a good thing when people are standing in line waiting for you to create it because they need it so bad. We saw that with our affiliate program. Mm-hmm. We had plenty of people, because we created What's Your Secret Sauce, and then we started to say, hey, What's Your Secret Sauce can play against these different industries, right? In relationships, in coaching, counseling, and all these things, right? Because it's about understanding yourself and then marketing that value. So once we started to grow the message, we had people come to us who said, hey, have you thought about it for youth? Have you thought about it for this? Have you thought about it for nonprofits? And we were like, yeah, we thought about it. And we had them like, can you train me so I can go do it? What's the cost? So we, out of demand, had to create an affiliate program quickly, right, in order to meet the demand. But with that said, we also are managing that affiliate program so that we're not doing all industries at the same time. We're going to start with 3 industries and field test it, A/B test it, and see how it goes, build a prototype and a model, and then release the other industries. So that's what you do.
Great.
Awesome.
Well, and lastly, I would say for all of you that have problems, you're supposed to give some music.
Oh, problems.
Log on to what'sYourSecretSauce.com.
Yes. Yes.
And let's get to solving your problems.
But what can they do better? And I just want, because oftentimes I feel like it's just a word that we say and people pass it by. Can you talk about what would happen for people if they not only discovered their secret sauce, they developed it and marketed it like none other before? What would happen for them? Would they make more money?
They will make more money.
Would they have more opportunities?
They will have more opportunities.
Would they be put in more leadership opportunities?
Yes, they will understand themselves and their compadres better.
And so will they change ultimately the culture of the environment that they're in to a growth-related culture?
Yes, they will.
Well, they have the competitive advantage, which means that they will be top of mind for the customers who are already looking for them.
That's right.
So why
and most
not?
of all, I'll become your friend.
You're already everybody's friend, honey. That's not really.
If I didn't say their name on What's Your Secret Sauce, I'm no longer talking to you.
So Terry says, I like that thought. Sounds like an alpha.
Go to what'sYourSecretSauce.com.
Yes.
Let's find out who you are, what
Yes.
you can do better, and we can solve your problem. We can solve your infrastructure problems.
Yes.
We can build your house and have your housewarming party.
All
this
the
is
same
This is not a
month.
sales pitch.
Yeah.
It's just the truth.
Awesome. All right. Thank you guys so much. It's been a wonderful Monday. Welcome again to Good Morning Success. We ask that you share this video, spread the word. We love what we do. Clearly, we're passionate about talking about business. And this has been another Monday, so we're wishing you the best. And until next time, stay on the grow with yours truly, Dawn Nicole. And
Demario.
all right. Love you. Peace.